tayari, tuko tayari kwa maandamano. Tuko tayari.
People power.
Higher power.
People power.
Higher power.
Higher power.
People power.
Higher power.
We are the people.
Who are the people?
We are the people.
When we lose our fear,
They lose their power.
when we lose our fear,
They lose their power.
when we lose our fear,
They lose their power.
Free Kenya,
Everywhere.
everywhere,
Free Kenya.
free Kenya.
Everywhere.
I want to take this time to feel with all the Kitengela Free who are the representation of the people who have suffered the highest level of abduction. Bob, take heart. Your fight was not in vain. You have written the history of Kenya because by you being held there, an inspector general was sentenced to prison. It has never happened in the history of Kenya. You've written history of Kenya. But that is just one of the wins we've had.
Down with Ruto, down.
Down.
Down with Ruto, down.
Down.
People are wondering what the Gen Z revolution has achieved. Imagine one has been to sentence the Inspector General of Police to prison. Whether he didn't go or not, he was sentenced. That was a win. But also the Kenyans, what I want you to know, how important was it that the leaders of Free Kenya movement being arrested and held in Communicado was so important that even Inspector General had to lose his job. Can you imagine how important this movement is? So I want to take you to the heart of what we are trying to do. We are trying to liberate Kenya. And the liberation is not that we want an African or a Kenyan to rule us, because we have Kenyans who are not ruling us right. We want to liberate Kenya with what my colleague Christine has said. 60% of Kenyans, young people, are unemployed. 20% are underemployed. Soon we are going to see 7 million young people walking on the streets of Nairobi without a job. How will Nairobi look like? And how will Kitengela look like with 3 million people without a job? And ask yourself, if you go to Machakos, you go to Mombasa, you go to Kiambu, you go to Murang'a, 37 counties went out and rejected this government. So as far as we are concerned, the problem is so deep-seating that cannot be solved with cosmetic solutions or useless bills in parliament. Whatever parliament makes as a decision, for us, it is useless. Whether they impeach anybody, whether they change, whatever they want to change, parliament died on 25th of June 2024, according to us. Whichever decision they make, it's as irrelevant as one made by pigs or made by baboons.
Yes.
For us now, parliament don't exist. They can do anything they want. We must free Kenya and take Kenya back to Kenyans. Taking back Kenya back to Kenyans is that our voices must be heard, and it won't be suppressed with abductions. It won't be suppressed with unlawful arrest. It won't be suppressed by killings. You can see us with red berets. It is, we know this country is in danger, and we are taking the bullet on the front line. So there is no one to scare you. And I want to tell you, as far as parliament being relevant, why are we coming together? We are coming together in all this coalition. You can see all leaders here. We are coming together because we want to form an alternative government. And the heart of the message is this. You've been told that Kenyans have 42 tribes. We reject, we are tribeless. You've been told there are 2 tribes, where one tribe is the rich and the poor. We reject that narrative because the narrative is coming from the poor, who wants all of us to beg them. You know, when you believe that other people are rich and you're poor, your strategy is to beg them. We are not begging anybody. This country is our country. This country is very rich. Our narrative is as follows. That tuko na kabila mbili Kenya. Kabila moja ni wenye wanatuibia. So when you see yourself poor, don't believe it. The budget of Kenya is 4.2 trillion for 50 million people. How can such people be poor? Kenyans, are you not talented? Kenyans, are you not gifted?
Yeah.
Kenyans, are you not hardworking?
Yeah.
Kenyans, are you not industrious?
Yeah.
A Kenyan beats everybody in Harvard. Take a Kenyan, average Kenyan to Harvard, he'll emerge number 1. Take a Kenyan to Stanford, they'll be number 1. Kenyans have been elected in UK. Kenyans have been elected abroad in Australia. How can they be poor? We are poor because kuna wale wanatuibia, na hiyo ni kabila moja. na kabila ya pili ni wenye wanaibiwa. Sisi hapa penye tuko vijana, kama una kazi unaibiwa. Tunaibiwa nini? Adani Airport inaibiwa. Tukisema abduction. Chief inaibiwa. Tukisema abduction. Education inaibiwa. Ukisema abduction. Bob must be in a cell, and Bob, I'm telling you that what you saw is the facade of new emerging Nyayo torture chamber-like buildings are in Kenya, are there back. The Nyayo torture chamber-like buildings are there. That's where you're being held. You are not alone there. You're with other people, and you are so many. Just that you had one room, so you could only see yourself in the room. So we cannot allow wenye wanatuibia kuongoza nchi, na sisi tunabaki kama tunaibiwa, alafu tunaambiwa ni sisi ni maskini, ni kama sisi hatufanyangi kazi. We have a government of a trillionaire. Ruto is a 2.8 trillionaire. Gachagua is a multi-billionaire. The cabinet is a billionaire cabinet. Those people are so wealthy, that's why we are poor. Ni wale wanatuibia. Now we are not buying the narrative ati kuna upinzani. No, we want alternative government. Upinzani is, we are not, hatuna mtu napinga. Sisi, we are alternative government. Why are you saying so? Upinzani siko ndani ya serikali. Wako kwa wale wanatuibia. Wameiba kuanzia mwanzo mpaka mwisho. If you look at the whole opposition, they have been there from Moi time, Kibaki time, Uhuru time. They just change among them, telling us, mimi ni opposition, lakini you are just within. So, this Free Kenya movement is stating as follows. Mjue wa Kenya, sisi ni kabila mbili. Wenye wanatuibia na sisi wenye wanaibiwa. Tuungane pamoja sote. Usipigane na mtu yoyote ambaye anapigana against wenye wanatuibia. Tuungane pamoja, tutoe wale ambao wanatuibia, na Kenya itaendelea mbele, na tutapigana mpaka mwisho, mpaka tuone ile siku wezi wameenda. Walisema mzungu aende Ulaya, Mwafrika apate uhuru. Sasa tunasema mwizi arudi nyumbani, wenye wanaongoza wapeleke Kenya mbele. Asante.
People power. Higher power. People power. Higher power. People power. Higher power. People power. Higher power. Higher power. People's power. Higher power. People power. Who are the people? We are the people. Who are the people? We are the people. People power. Higher power. Higher power. People's power. Higher power. People power. Who are the people? We are the people. Who are the people? We are the people.
Free Kenya.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Free Kenya.
Free Kenya.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Free Kenya.
Free Kenya.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Free Kenya.